Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Innovative Hobby Supply Time. We are your hosts. I'm Mike,
I'm Lauren.
and we got another great model for you today that Lauren's going to tell you all about.
Today we are going to be assembling the BK4813 1/48 scale race tower kit. This kit includes 2 building sheets with materials for 1 building, 2 paper clips, 2 fence posts, 1 bag of landscape moss, and 3 model figures. This photo kit stands at about 6 inches tall. The footprint of the building measures 2.4 by 2.4 inches, and the ground base measures 3.7 by 3.5 inches. The realism of this kit is unmatched and is a perfect addition for model dioramas, slot car, and train layouts.
For today's project, we are going to be using the standard equipment for this type of model: a glue gun, a pair of wire cutters, a hobby or X-Acto knife, a metal ruler, a set of Sharpie permanent markers for when you want to touch up your pieces, and even though this is optional, you can use a pair of scissors to cut out your biggest pieces or even to remove the excess glue from your sides. Alrighty, how we're going to start today is we're going to unpack all of our materials. As you can see, it comes with just 2 sheets today along with all of your accessories. So step 1, cut out all your pieces. The great thing is I didn't even have to cut these out. I just snapped my fingers and they magically appeared in this organized fashion.
Okay, so the next step, we are just going to make sure we have all of our pieces laid out here so we can see what we have. And we are going to take some markers just to color up any edges that maybe we did not cut straight across. So take the corresponding color of marker. We just have a gray Sharpie here. And I'm just going to go over any white edges that we may have left from the X-Acto knife that we didn't get quite up to the line. And for this step, we do recommend having just a sheet of paper to use as your backer so you don't mark up your mat. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and meet you back here in just a second. Okay, so now that we have gone over all of our edges, just to clean them up a bit, we are going to start with the building. So that's going to have these 4 walls here, and we just laid out the little add-ons that go on each wall just to make sure that we have everything in the correct area. Before we do glue these on though, we are going to cut out this door so it is functioning and score along this white line that goes across all 4 walls just to make sure that it bends out properly. So I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to take our X-Acto knife again, and we're going to start with the door. And how we want to do that, we are going to completely cut through 2 of the sides and then just score the 3rd side so it opens and still stays attached to the building wall. And you can absolutely use your ruler for this just to make sure that your lines are nice and straight. And there you have your functioning door. So now that we have fixed the door here, what we're going to do is we're going to go through each of the 4 walls and just score along this white line here so it folds out nicely as the top of the building kind of juts out a little bit more. So again, we're not cutting, we're just scoring along this white line here, and again, use your ruler for this so you get a nice clean edge. And we just want a nice kind of angle in the cut just like that. And now all of your walls are ready to assemble. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do next is to make sure that we glue on all of these little add-ons to each wall. So you're just going to go ahead and do that with your hot glue gun here. And next, now that we have all of our add-ons glued securely to the walls, we're going to start assembling the building. So you're going to take two of your walls. This one is actually going to be this one. You got to make sure that you're doing the correct order of walls. So this is the back, with the door is the back of the building, with the 3 windows and bullhorns. These are going to be the front of the building. These 2 with the piec logos are going to be the sides. So grab either the front or the back and one of your piec sides, and we're just going to glue them together like this. I'm going to start gluing from the middle down, and then we'll do that jutted out edges later just to make it easier on us. So you're just going to go ahead and glue these 2 together and then continue around so you got all 4 sides of your building. And now that we have all 4 of the main sides, we're going to glue together these top pieces right here. As you can see, they kind of go out a little bit, so we're just going to secure those. And then the basis of our building is going to be good to go. There we have our building. So the next thing we're going to do is to attach the bottom and the top of the building just to finish it off. So we're going to do the top of the building first, and the easiest way to do this is to just put a little dot of glue on the 4 corners and just set your ceiling centered so it sits nicely. And then flip it over and do the same with your ground. And there you have the race tower building.
All right, so this next step is the most important step of them all, making sure our advertisers are happy. So you're going to take this first one, and you're going to take the glue gun, put it across the front. Perfect. Now you're going to take one of these fence posts and you're going to take your hobby knife and cut it into 2. Take these 2 and turn them over, separating them a little bit. And there you go. Okay, now that we have our advertisers happy, it is now time for the final and most intricate part of putting together this model, the detailing. Now, of course, the detailing is optional. So if you're happy the way your model looks right now, there's no need to proceed any further. But if you want to give it a more realistic touch, here's how you do it. So first, you're going to want to start with these flags. And how you do that is you fold this up. Okay, you grab your paper clip. Go ahead and straighten that out. Grab your wire cutters. Make sure you have enough. Snip those. Grab your hot glue gun. Just put a little bit in there. Throw that on in and close it on up. And what you have is a nice flag. After that, And now you can just go to town. That does it for this edition of Innovative Hobby Supply Time. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. For Lauren and myself, we wish you a good day, and we'll see you next time.